Hello, and welcome to the United States. While you may be overwhelmed with advice on all the logistics of being here, I'm here to talk to you about something we all love partaking in, eating. Oh, the joy of that first bite into a greasy American hamburger. Well, as simple as eating is, the customs and behaviors surrounding it may be a little trickier. Today, I will share with you my advice on the American dining experience. Now, let's eat.
Hey! How's it going? Good. I'm so hungry.
I'm really hungry too.
Do you want to go get something to eat?
Yes, let's go get something to eat.
Okay.
When you meet new people and you want to ask them to go out to eat with you, there are a few common phrases you can use. The most popular informal phrase is, "Do you want to grab a bite to eat?" Another would be, "Do you want to go out to eat with me?" A more formal approach would be, "Would you like to have breakfast, lunch, or dinner?" depending on the time. Once your friend has accepted your invitation, it's time to pick out where to go. Choosing a place to eat can always be tough. Luckily, I have some advice for different types of food we have here and their price ranges. If you want to eat inexpensively, you should look for cheap eats. This could be considered fast food joints like McDonald's, KFC, Taco Bell, and Subway. A step up in quality and decor are moderately priced chain restaurants like Applebee's, Olive Garden, or Chili's. My suggestion is to go beyond chain restaurants and try locally owned or ethnic restaurants. The U.S. was built on immigration and prides itself on having cuisine from all over the world. If you want to know about prices at a desired restaurant, you can simply call and ask, and they will be happy to tell you. In order to find the best ethnic restaurants in your area, use the TripAdvisor or Yelp apps on your smartphone. You can write in a category like Mexican food and read other people's ratings and reviews. From what I have heard from other international students, Americans eat a lot earlier than in other countries. We usually have breakfast from 7 to 10, lunch from 11:30 to 2, and dinner or supper from 6 to 8. If you have a group of 6 or more people and want to eat at peak dining hours, it is a good idea to call the restaurant ahead and make a reservation. Also, Americans feel offended if you are more than 10 to 15 minutes late for a social engagement. If you must be late, make sure to give a notice. Once you meet up with a friend and you are at the restaurant, there is usually a sign that says, "Please wait to be seated." It is not common to seat yourself unless you are at a fast food place and someone will be with you right away to direct you to the correct table. Now that we are inside, here are a few things to remember. Americans tend to show their respect for the ideals of equality and human dignity. Make sure to treat servers as equals and not as someone inferior. Treating a service person rudely or dismissively is highly frowned upon. Also, remember your manners. Say please when making requests and thank you when requests are granted. While hanging out with friends, Americans generally talk about past experiences, TV programs and movies, traveling, food, teachers, classes, social lives, recreational interests, jobs, and sports. Politics and religion are thought to be controversial, and discussing controversial issues can lead to arguments. Americans are taught to avoid arguments. We also avoid talking about personal matters such as someone's income, how much someone paid for something, body and mouth odors, and body weight. While older generations consider it rude to be on the phone while out to eat, it is very common to see the younger population taking pictures of their food and checking in on Facebook or other social media platforms to let others know where they are and who they're with. Also, be aware that Americans talk while they chew and eat faster than most international people. It is not common to hang out at a restaurant. After you are finished eating, waiters will usually bring you the check. Restaurant bills seldom include gratuity or what we like to call a tip. Restaurant servers and bartenders make below minimum wage and rely on tips to support themselves. 15 to 20% of the total check is the standard tip amount. But if you receive great service, you are welcome to leave more, and the server will appreciate you for it. When dining out, Americans tend to go, talk, eat, and leave. This isn't always the case, but just something to be aware of. Also, unless previously specified, Americans will assume that you will be going separate ways after eating. Well, I know this was a lot to take in. The most important thing you can do when going out with new friends is to be yourself. We value cultural differences, and we want to learn from you. I hope you guys enjoy your time here, and bon appetit.